Hello everyone, this is Numero Uno Superfly here, coming to you playing some Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. So now, this is basically the exact same game in the original, but although the graphics are much more improved, the visuals are much more improved as well. Now I'm going to be starting a brand new game. So here we go. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of her waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and eyelash the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again. Nice, Sayori, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You seem like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's me, Numero. Well, it was Steve had to read up the girl camp or something. Why do you say it like that? Say what? Never mind. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in to be mean if you do ever. Sorry. I guess you don't have it in for you to be mean if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making the daily commute. What you all looking at? It's just me and my childhood friend here. Just leave me alone, would you? Nerds. By the way, Numero, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? A club? I don't have a club. Told you already. I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did, in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average, while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. You'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I promise you that. I'll try a little bit. Get it? A little bit. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever. It's over before I know it because there's literally nobody else here but me. Shouldn't the teacher kick me out by now? I know I gotta leave. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Oh boy. Can't I think of something great for once? Give me some effing thoughts for crying out loud. Man, I can't think of anything. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club, which is, to be honest, actually not a bad idea. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I mean, literally. Why couldn't I have said that sooner? I'm just saying all of this out loud, loudly to myself. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club. Well, I thought I might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Why are you blushing? Nothing? Well, then you come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no to join your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. My interest in literature is guaranteed to be... Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki... Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori's really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes! Let's go! And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, because most of the time I just wake up, have some breakfast, put on my clothes, get my backpack, meet up with Sayori, go to school, learn, leave. That's how it is for each week. Anyway, enough about me. Let's keep going. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone! Sayori, where the hell is everyone? Let me finish. New member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always said nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? No. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. Keep in mind I'm saying all this out loudly to himself. This club, full of incredibly cute girls! Oh, shoot, I am so sorry. But you're all pretty. I didn't mean to say it out loud. I'll try to keep it in tone. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. I literally just said you're all cute girls. What do you want from me? Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student, because she's so tiny. She's so tiny. Anyway, let's move on. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly to my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears more mature, seems to have a hard time keeping up with Yuri. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. It's good to see you again, bro. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk. We were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, and athletic. Basically completely out of my league. I mean, literally. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Numero. We made room for you at the table so you could sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey! I made them! I'll get them! Sorry, got a little too excited. And how about make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. And here I am saying these words out loud to myself still. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the classroom. Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori because I'm not man enough to sit next to Monica. Oh well. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table. Hey, how are you? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Ears are drawn with, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. I mean, just hurry. You said take some, so I'm gonna take some. Sayori grabs one, then Monica. I follow by taking off and putting it all. Oh, it's so good. It's so good here. It's delicious. Sayori talks with a mouthful and has already managed to get icing on her cake. I tried the cupcake around my finger looking for the best angle to take a bite. Oh man, this cupcake tastes so good. Here I am speaking loudly when I tell Phil I'm still eating this delicious. Natsuki. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take another bite? Come on, I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, isn't how cup of tea help me enjoy? I guess? Don't let yourself get intimidated. They're just trying to... but that's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. They meant that, you know... I believe you. Well, tea and reading pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the Literature Club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. And the fact that Sayori told me pretty please. Am I just gonna say no to her? Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. I want to make sure you feel like at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, all the clubs, it was like nothing but publicity. I had to prepare for the events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. It's like into literature, and I'm fulfilling. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also, so is Natsuki. In her own way, of course. And I just nod as well for literally, apparently, no reason. Just imagine me doing it, and you'll be satisfied. Then, I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But that makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we all have to go to this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best! You know it! Enthusiastically agrees. And so do I, for some reason. Such different girls, all interested in the same. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new. I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, in general, do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Well, I do have a few. Some books I do like reading are Captain Underpants by Dave Pilkey. You should love it. It's about this guy that's a principal of an elementary school, superhero in his own underwear, and wears a cape. No, that's not good. I also read a book called Diary of a Wimpy Kid by I forgot the author's name. It's called Diary of a Wimpy Kid. There's a bunch of books based off it, and some movies off of it, but the less said about those movies, the better. Does that impress you enough? I guess not. Yeah. I guess the only thing I could come up with is manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. What are you looking at? Literally. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that could change. What am I saying? I've literally given every possible book I can possibly have read throughout my childhood. I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. I'm clearly passionate about her reading, and I slowly nodded my head as to agree with whatever she is saying because I'm clearly forgetting what she just said. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I began, but it's her that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Book, which she would find me comfortable to be looking at? You know, deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror. It was from Goosebumps. I desperately grabbed minimum level. Something. Mike. There we go. Should be good. There's a conversation. Really? I didn't expect that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Real horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, I just... Natsuki's eyes dart over me for a split second. What are you looking at me for? That's it. You usually like to write about the cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left that piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say Out Loud! Give it back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayuri sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. I'm not cute! But you're so tiny, you are! Natsuki, you poems? Well, I guess sometimes. What do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. when you're angry. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing you the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have a writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share something that'll work. You could set an example if Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I mean, just look at her. She doesn't feel confident either. Aww, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. A few minutes go by, and we're still in silence. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika, and so do I, because I don't know what she's about to say. That's a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new method, I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable. Let's start with the bundle. Isn't that right, Nobro? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there is still one problem. Eh? What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of the club, I bluntly come forward for what's been on my mind the entire time, and I say it out loud with such confidence. I never said I would join this club. Sierra may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose thought. All four girls stare back with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry. I thought. I'm defending girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision like this? I mean, look at them, they're all so sad. It is. Writing poem is the price you need to pay in order to spend every beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I decided that I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls light up. Now, Sayori, Yuri, Monika, Natsuki look into my eyes, say, "Yes, I'm so happy." Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down, and I'm so dizzy by all this jumping it makes my head spinning. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would have been super pissed. But that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. I guess. Okay. We can officially end today's meeting on the good. Everyone remembers tonight's assignment. Let the poem to blink to the next meeting. We can all share. Monika looks over me once more. Timuro, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my media? I already feel the inside me. Even my hands are shaking. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat. You clean up the food. Hey, Numero, since we're already... Do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walked because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Hell yeah, I would! Who wouldn't want to spend every day in a literature club with four cute girls? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow close to one of these girls. Alright. The most is, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Now, I'm gonna randomly pick one. So, first thing I see, incapable. Electricity. Marshmallow. Hair. Vanilla. Fluffy. Childhood. Boop. Strawberry. Kawaii. Love. Vivacious. Sing. Starscape. Chocolate. Kitty. Nightgown. Hope. Anime. And judgment. Yep, I just randomly picked it. How'd I get a numero? Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah. What? You really think I'd run away from you four cute girls? I wouldn't. I would not. Don't worry. I got this. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Numero. I hope this is too overwhelming of a commitment for you. You're gonna dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Yeah, come on! Like he deserves me slack. You ever told me you didn't want to join any clubs this year? Last year too. I don't know if you just plan to be. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps our manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga's literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Rumor always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You are really good friends, aren't you? Might be a little jealous. How come? You and Nuno can be good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she puts me into. Oh, you even brought something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Come on. Now you're saying you brought something. I gotta know. Show me! Show me! Never mind. See, you made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What did I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I was totally expecting something in the first place. But second of all, I was totally not expecting anything in the first place. Seriously, I was expecting something in the first place. Show me something. But if not, don't worry about it. Seriously, show something in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. Yeah. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah. I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Although, if you do make it a big deal, I will make it a big deal. Alright. Oh, here. Yuri reaches to her bag and pulls out a book. I don't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is my favorite book of all time, Captain Underpants! Oh no, wait, this is just the cover. What's behind? Oh, okay, gotcha. I still like the book though. Anyway, where was I? This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely, well not really, read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read at your own pace. Look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. Looking for something in there? Well, besides you, of course. Frickin' Monica! She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of giving your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figured out where the other person stands. How do you know anyway? I had to bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of red on your face. Oh god, where? I don't have the word manga on me, do I? Oh wait, my expression, not words. Sorry. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a low volume manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. Pfft, know how that feels. Yep, totally know how that feels. I get a closer look at the box she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. Is it about ladies having some parfait? This probably means it's either way out of my demographic, or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it to the glass on that door. She points me to the classroom door. I look at it. Then I slowly look back at her, telling her, really? I wasn't judging. I mean, come on. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Nero. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in a colorful attire, striking, animated, feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to me, signaling me to sit there. So, you want me to sit there or what? Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. You can't read at the same time like that. Eh? Why is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't you see that? Make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. I'm sorry, but I just laughed loudly to myself. It's here for me to express my feelings in words. I'm sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's particularly a bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? Huh? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. So, you do? Hey, you paying attention? I am. But nothing's really happening just yet. So I could talk at the same time. Looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? There gonna be a plot? Plot. Yep, plot. Well, obviously, yes, I knew it. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? Maybe. I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like there's a really fun chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. That just helps you get to know the characters. Besides, it's still entertaining. Ron, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into all their backstories, when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There's so many touching parts. Ah, is that so? Sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait! What's that supposed to mean? Tsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant I haven't yet seen you at your full power. Good save. Ah, this chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Atsuki paused for a moment, as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah, what does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? It's just a coincidence! I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got to this manga! Like I ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that's impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from the manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple chapters at this point. Slowly, I lick my lips because they're so dry. Alright. Oh yeah, that feels so much better. Alright. Okay. Curious, I go back to reading the manga to read some more, while Natsuki looks at me. Some more. She stares into my eyes, and I slowly stares into hers, until after 5 minutes have passed, I decide to say something. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? It's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. I'm sorry. Like I can't get my friends to read this. I just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. Ugh, you know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge me, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitate towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? Me being a loser, or you being accurate? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. I can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, not like that's albums. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying it, right? So? okay. You gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. I flipped the page. I flipped the pages. And some more. And some more. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. You know he's my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. This chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feelings you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, the thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Are you all ready for today's poems? Oh, come on! Are you telling me any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. But you do look pretty cozy over there. Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. Yeah, literally. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, guess we'll stop here for now. I closed the book and handed it toward Natsuki and gave her a derpy smile and face. Here! Just giving it back? Yup! Don't you know what happens next? Instantly, I reversed. Yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Is that really alright? I said that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It wouldn't take forever to finish it. You take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. If it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? I got power through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book in my bag. By the way, did you remember to read the poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration, since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, how about you find something to share with? I can't wait. Sayuri and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayuri's in on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn. I don't know what the heck I'm saying. Sayuri's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. I pick it up from a crumpled piece of paper from my backpack and open it up and unwrinkle it, while everyone looks at me saying, why on earth do you have a crumpled piece of paper? It's my poem, duh! I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to next? Alright, I'm gonna end it right here. Should be a good place to end right here. Yeah, I'll be ending it right here. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you in the next video where I continue on for Doki Doki Literature Club Plus.